I just want to give a brief introduction, which is that this video is so important to me, I am actually recording the voiceover out in the woods beside my house. That way, none of the noises inside my house disrupt this audio. So I hope you all enjoy, and let's get into things. So at the beginning of this year, I visited Knoebels with my girlfriend and our mutual friend, and what you're watching here is some footage of us driving to the park. I actually let them sit up front so they could talk about whatever girls talk about, whether that be boys or the fall of the Roman Empire, I don't know. Personally, I was chilling in the back with my Great Bear shirt on, ready to have a great day. But when we got to the park, things were already awry, as Impulse wasn't open for the start of the day, and Flying Turns, the only coaster at Knoebels I had not been on to this point, was also closed. This kind of broke me down emotionally, as I've mentioned before in many videos, tweets, and in real life conversations to anyone that will listen. Flying Turns has been the coaster I have just wanted to ride the longest, but have missed out on the most. And missed out on isn't even the right word, it just eludes me. It evades me because it's never open when I visit the park. So at this point, it just felt like an impossibility. It felt like a coaster that was built simply to mock me. And actually, on this day in particular, we had to go home very shortly after arriving because some storms rolled in and closed everything down. And as I returned to the car and drove away from Knoebels, I pretty much accepted the fact that Flying Turns would just be one of those coasters I would never be able to ride.
Psych!
Come on, there's no way y'all believe that sad sob story I just told y'all. Instead, after that trip to Knoebels where I was so rudely denied my Flying Turns credit, I spent every single day doing one thing. I would check the Knoebels app every single day they were open to see whether or not Flying Turns was operating. And every single day, it was closed. However, on July 1st of this year, Flying Turns opened up to the public for the first time in almost 2 years, not counting ACE organized events and other enthusiast organized events. But Flying Turns was open for the first time in 2 years, and I couldn't believe it. Lucky for me, I had off work that day, and I took an unplanned 90-minute drive to Knoebels. I literally was just at Hershey Park yesterday. Today was supposed to be my day to rest, relax, lay down, and yet here we are. As I quickly approach Knoebels, I'm like speed walking because Flying Turns is open, and I drove 90 minutes just to ride it. Oh my god, I hate myself. So the first thing I did was buy $20 worth of tickets and run over to Flying Turns. It was a 30-minute wait, but it was well worth the wait as I finally got to ride this coaster that has been teasing me, mocking me the last 6 times I had visited Knoebels, but no longer. And I couldn't really get any footage of the coaster, neither on ride nor off ride. It really is just a mess of wood, and I mean that in the best way, but because it's a wooden bobsled, you can't really see the ride from the outside, and I did not get permission to record the ride today because, like I said, this trip was entirely unplanned. So yeah, I'm gonna be borrowing the Coaster Scoops video here on screen. Shout out to them, go subscribe to them. But it was just an awesome ride. I really loved every bit of it. And yeah, maybe I'm biased because I've been wanting to ride this for so long. But also, there's just something special about a wooden bobsled, especially considering this is the only one in America, so I kind of have that under my belt now. However, the sentiment overall after getting off this coaster was that it was well worth the 90-minute drive. Flying Turns, which is behind me, I think. Yeah, it's behind me. Was everything I wanted it to be and more. Flying Turns is amazing, and I'm so happy I finally have the credit. I know this video is going to be a lot of just me commentating over footage and not a lot of actual vlogging. Apologies. But it's because I'm trying to enjoy the day and get as much out of today because I got here late. And enjoy the day is exactly what I did. I got 2 rides on Phoenix which were so smooth and so amazing. I mean, the airtime was phenomenal. It made me feel forced almost. My hand was forced to bump Phoenix back up to my #1 wooden coaster. El Toro, who? Never heard of her. I also got rides on Twister, which was running smoother than the last couple years. I complained about it being really rough the past couple years, and now it's okay. It's just okay. And then finally, I got a ride on Impulse, which I've always loved. It's one of my underrated gems. So overall, amazing day. I need to find a good angle to record Impulse that doesn't involve me just directly running out onto the road and getting hit by the first Ford 4x4 that crosses the street. But yeah, today was a good day. today was a great day, honestly. We rode Flying Turns, we rode Phoenix twice, Twister once, Impulse once on my way out. But yeah, today was a great day. I've been trying to get on Flying Turns for years, and the fact that it finally happened is just amazing. I am overjoyed. This isn't the worst spot for footage. The sun's just kind of making everything super bright. I'll probably have most of this video end up just being voiceover, which I know doesn't fit the title coaster vlog, but it does help me tell a better story in these coaster vlogs, which is ultimately the whole point, to tell a story and also to kind of make funny videos, whether that's through realism and or just sketches and funny bits that I make up with my friends along the ways. But today's video was honestly maybe the most realistic coaster vlog you'll ever see me do. I didn't really have many jokes to tell. I didn't really have any funny storylines I wanted to portray in the video, as this video is just about me going on Flying Turns for the first time in my life, which is something I've wanted to do forever, which is kind of why I look so disheveled, because I didn't have any plans to leave the house today, did not shave. It's why I have literally no idea of what this video is going to turn out to be, because usually I script my videos out. I also do a lot of pre-production with my videos and like storyboard shots and bits and little things I want to shoot beforehand. Today's video had none of that. This is the most, like I said, raw and open video you'll see from me, because it's just about me and my life. The audio for this last clip gets a little glitchy, but that's fine, because I'll just close it out right here, right now. This video, this moment in my life is oddly important to me, and that'll sound silly to anyone not in the coaster community, but riding Flying Turns felt like putting a bookend on a story, or putting a bookend on a chapter in my life. And in doing so, as I described earlier, there's a lot of positive emotions. There's this feeling of fulfillment, but now there's also this feeling of emptiness almost. There's a void where I don't know what the next chapter in my coaster life is gonna be. I don't know what the next chapter of this channel is gonna be, and I'm looking for a new chapter in this story. It's a very strange contrast of emotions as recording this video, editing this video, and finally having this chapter of my coaster life, as I described it, behind me leaves me happy, but also left wondering what the future will hold and wondering what's next. Hopefully it'll be good things, and hopefully y'all will be here with me, as I love making these videos and I hope you all are enjoying watching them. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I know it was a little bit different in tone and style than my normal coaster vlogs, but I hope you all enjoyed it nonetheless. I also hope you all enjoyed this voiceover. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside because it is really cold.